Now, another interesting scene will be in Krishna-Arjuna Yuddham. There is a sequence where both Krishna and Arjuna are asked by one Agnihotra, that he will have to burn a forest where lot of herbs are there. That is Khandavavana, that is the forest. He has to burn all that, because after the yajnas he has taken a lot of ghee and he has a stomach upset. That is a Purana. And because of that he has to take a lot of herbs, and those herbs he will have to eat, and then he will be all right. But for that there will be obstruction from Indra, and they will be putting a lot of rain from there, so that he will not be able to burn. That will be thing. So Krishna and Arjuna will have to put a sort of a pendal above this forest, so that the rain will not fall on that, and Agni is free to burn the entire forest. This is the sequence. So how to give? Normally they must stand on a hillock, big hill, and see a forest of valley. Supposing we go to Ooty or Kodaikanal or somewhere. So how can we do that, and how can have the burn? So it was done in a flat. It is a full floor set. It is all miniature. It is a miniature, small trees and all that, small hillocks and all that, and water going. It is a big forest built in a miniature, the sky background, properly lit. And Krishna and Arjuna are in the foreground. There the camera is still behind, and they will be seeing from their viewpoint the entire forest will be seen. And now they will have to put the arrows from here. Then again take the cut shots from the forward, and all the arrows will be shooting. That will be the shot taking method, that is usual thing. Now for this burning of the thing, this have to be petrol. So what they do is, to avoid danger, they put asbestos shoes above this frame throughout here, so that it won't cover the lights. At the same time it is protected to the flames. Now this film boxes, the film cans, can covers, they used to petrol in that, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, and so nearly 8 boys will be there with wick. The moment the camera is on, they keep on putting all that, and the entire will be fire, because they have to do a take 2. So a lot of fire will be there. It will be enveloping where the fire will come. It is all petrol, all design. Where the petrol goes, where the fire comes and all that. From the view, it goes as though the entire petrol is coming. You start the petrol there, and the fire cars are coming there. And it was taking in 75 frames or 100 frames, so that it is slowly moving like that. The other petrol, it will come like that. So they wanted to be safety, so that the floor will not be burnt. For that, for so much of petrol in a can, what is the height of the flame it will come? Previously, the production had to test. They put at a particular point the petrol, they light up and they see. So it is 6 feet or 8 feet. So up to that it will go, the ceiling will be after that. So that suddenly more petrol, it goes up more beyond the ceiling and all that, it will be dangerous. So much of care was taken, and the petrol was there and all that. So we had created everything. And previous day, Mr. K.V. Reddy and Mr. P.S. Reddy, they went to a tennis match here, where some top seeded tennis players were playing. It was a national championship here. That morning they had rain. So the entire tennis court, though it was slightly wet, they put carpets and all that there, canvas, still it was wet. So the play had to start about 3 o'clock. By 12 o'clock, 12:30, rain stopped, but it's still wet. So just before it started, what they do is, they just put petrol all around and they burnt it, so that the entire water is dry. That's what they did. And Mr. K.V. and they are sitting in the chairs about 10 rows behind. Then those people said, Sir, we are putting the petrol. You go behind, it will be heat. Just far away. No problem, you just go. they went away. They did not care. So they also did not know. And they put the petrol. The heat was so much, they could not bear, they ran. That was the amount of heat that will be there. Only then he realized it will be dangerous. It is one thing to shoot just the Kandavanam with miniature. It is another thing to shoot it with artists beforehand. And he told Mr. Nageswara and Ramarao, sir, this is my experience yesterday at the tennis match. This is what has happened. There will be heat there. I do not know what will be there. Can we shift it slightly back and take the camera back for the lighting and all that? There was a problem for the cameraman, but he said he will try. Mr. Kamal Ghosh said. Mr. Nageswara said, no, not necessary. Nothing will happen. You don't worry, sir. After all, in a small can, petrol, film can, petrol, what will happen? They stood there. And straight take. Camera was on and they put the petrol. Mr. Nageswara could not stand there. It was, although it was touching his moustache, he ran away. But Mr. N.T. Ramarao, as usual, what brother, am I in the, where are you going? He stood there, he did not go. That was all his stories where in one Simla, somewhere out shooting there is snow. His legs were stuck in deep in the snow, but still he managed. It's a different character altogether. So such was the heat. Finally, they reduced the heat and finally we took the shot. Now, the rain, with all the hose and all that we put, there was no rain equipment at that time. Only we had to put some pipes and put the thing up and the rain used to come there. That's how it was there. There was not that present rain equipment separately with holes and all that. Those things were not there at that time. Now the umbrella has to be built. What should be done? That's a trick photography totally. Mr. Kamal Ghosh is not accustomed to that sort of a trick photography. He takes the shots with lighting and all that. He will do the lighting. But there must be a specialist who must do that. In Vahini VHS Studios, there is one person called Mr. Harban Singh. He used to do that. Now today, the most famous person who was doing all trick photography was Mr. Ravikant Nagaich. He was the associate of Mr. Babubhai Mistry, who did a lot of this trick photography films in Bombay. So he was here. He was introduced by Mr. N.T. Ramarao in his film called Guleba Kavali. Lot of tricks, and he was almost in Madras. We was all those days, lot of folk tales, lot of trick photography and miniatures, and Mr. Ravikant Nagaich used to call. So we called Mr. Ravikant Nagaich. So this is the thing we have to build with arrows. How many arrows? You put the graph and all that. For miniature, whatever it is about 10,000 arrows. It's all about 8 inches or something. He gave a measurement, 8 inches or 6 inches, something like that, with a small tip, the triangle. Tota Venkateswara Rao is the art director. He took that measurements and all that, and he gave to a carpentry art. And in the carpentry art, they made about, from morning till evening, about 4 or 5 people made those 8 inches exactly, scrape, perfect arrows. Like that, they came, they got that, they saw. We saw everything is fine, very nicely done. How many? 10. Oh God, if for one day you make 10 arrows, for 10,000 arrows, how many days it will take? We did not know. That was a problem. But apart from that, Mr. Kamal Ghosh said, no, whatever it is, we will put in a glass, shoot it, and see it in a projection theatre, and see how it looks. So we just put it a small gum, put it on a glass, and against some backdrop, we lit the arrow, and we took the shot. But when we saw on the screen, what was normal with a naked eye, it was enlarged so much, wavy, the entire line was wavy, it was going like that, arrow, uncouth, very ugly, not at all professional. What, this sort of an, no, we cannot accept this sort of an arrow. So it was very bad. So how to do? So next day morning, afternoon, Mr. Navirikant, we were all discussing how to solve this. At that time, somebody came with some cool drinks. It was a hot day. So some cool drinks, all the people with straw. Immediately Mr. Navikant Nagaich, cool drinks. Sir, can we get these things in number? Oh, any number. I can make this as an arrow. Don't construct them. Have a straw as an arrow. Put only the tip. you make one tip with print, about 10 tips like that, make a sort of a punch. You punch them, angle, and just attach them. That's over. Over 10,000, no time, in boxes of straw, for cool drink straw came, and everything was there. That's a regular thing, attachment, how he does it. It's a trick for on glass and all that. And he lit up, and he took the shot wonderfully well. Those tricks. It was today, CG, all 3D, it will be lit from there, and the movement, motion, everything will be done. So I am thinking of those days, how we, son of had Ghatothkach I, they all did, some of the tricks I did recently, and how much of trouble we took. But what passion, what interest we did, all those umbrella type of stars and all that. That was very interesting. That was one. Some small bits in Krishna's journey, one experience regarding the music and today's happening. Those days, they used to compose, Mr. Pendyal Nageshwara Rao used to compose. Same thing with all music directors also, Mr. Rajeshwara Rao or Ghantasara himself. Then we used to go for recording. Then it was, a song has to be within 3 minutes 10 seconds. That's all. That is what the gramophone record can accommodate. For more than 3 minutes 10 minutes means, supposing 3 charanams, the music director used to cut a particular part in that and send for recording. This is 3 minutes 10 seconds is the normal length for a song film. So if you see one of those old films, black and white films and all that songs, it will be only very short. It will be by 3-10 minutes is over. Today 4 minutes, 5 minutes is all digital. It goes on anywhere. Any length of time it goes. Now, supposing there are some dance songs and all that, one has to be 4.5 minutes. Either they used to put 2 parts. Either it should be 6 minutes, 3 minutes on this side and 3 minutes on that side, or they used to cut from 4.5 minutes to 3 minutes and send it for gramophone records. But as far as orchestra is concerned, they used to play 1.5 times the amount for playing. Instead of 3 minutes means 1 chord sheet, 4.5 minutes, 1.5 chord sheets. Like that we have some other, so the timing was very important. So whenever Mr. Pendyal Nageshwara Rao was starting, 1, 2, 3, 4, I used to start the stop clock. Exactly 3 minutes 5 seconds, 3 minutes 8 seconds, 3 minutes 10 seconds used to come. Exactly 3, 5, 3, 6 safe, 3, 10, 3, 9, it's okay, cut. Why the vibrations also is cut, perfect, we used to record that. Now we were to go to recording and have somebody, like a Ghantasara, to sing that song. You used to go to 3:15 or 3:18. We did not know what. Why exactly? So what happens is, Mr. Pendyal Nageshwara Rao is a thin voice. With that thin voice and the tempo, it used to come to 3:10. When the voice was changed for a broader voice, automatically that speed was not there. It took its own pace, and we changed to 3:18. So we had to be very careful. Then you cannot cut for 2 seconds and 3 seconds. So every day it was a problem. The director blaming the music director, blaming the assistant director not breaking properly, where to cut. No, can't make it faster because the singer will be uncomfortable, can't do anything. All those problems were there. With great difficulty they used to, so we used to, for safety, we put it only for 3-5, even it goes pitch, it will be all right. Like that we were composing, but it is not comfortable, something was telling. So this is what has happened. But later, very recently after that, some years back, now it is all tracks are recorded. You have very tracks, this is all tempo is recorded, 72, 73, 71, like that it's fixed. Now later, even one instrument comes and plays, one guitar comes, one some beat from the flute comes and plays, and finally one voice, chorus, all separate. They all sing to that. I was feeling whether we are losing on that, because now here we are we have put a particular tempo and that asks everybody to sing like that. Previously, we did not restrict. It was singer. The singer's choice. As per the singer, we were all going. So that was better. I was trained, my mind was trained like that. I was going like that. And one day I met Mr. S.P. Balasubramanian because he has sung thousands of songs. He sang in those days also, 3-minute songs also, in black and white days also he came, and he knew this also. I told him, this is my doubt. I think by going to the singer side, are we losing anything? He told me a very, very beautiful statement which I always remember. The song, the comfort of the song is more important than the comfort of the singer, he said. The comfort of the song. Finally you hear a song. The song has its own comfort. At what tempo you have to hear. That is important. It is not the comfort of the singer. If the song has got the comfort in a particular tempo, every singer has to come and adapt to that timing. It is not as though the tempo has to change to suit the singer. Singer is a secondary person. The song is the primary person. Everybody has to see the comfort of the song. So that's what he told. A very interesting, very great statement he made. I always remember that. Another important aspect of music in Krishnarjunism I found was, then we did not have this separate instruments, voices, recording separately and going there mechanically. The entire orchestra was there and the entire singer was there. Mostly singer and orchestra singing also we did, and at times the track used to take and he used to come and sing. That was the way. Same thing in re-record. Today re-recording, somebody comes and plays for this tune and goes away. The entire orchestra was playing for Krishnarjunism in the re-recording. And Mr. K.V. Reddy wanted to put one tune when Subhadra is coming in the garden to meet Arjuna. So he said, Mr. Pendyal Nageswara Rao, there is a very nice Hindi song called Piya Milan Ko Jana. There's a famous song, very popular Hindi song, everybody playing. It's a meaning also, I am going to meet my lover or something like that. Mr. Pendyal Nageswara is music, he is the director, big director telling, yes sir, he said. So all the notations was given to musicians, they were asked to rehearse and they played. Now, to the credit of all those musicians, somehow they did not like a modern Hindi tune to be played to a beautiful situation in a mythological Telugu mythological. They did not like, all the musicians. And en route, nearly 12 of them, Mr. Chennai Satyam, Mr. Prasad Rao, Mr. Ashwat Shastri, Mr. Sharma, Mr. Nanjappa, all the people came and sir, requested Mr. K.V. Reddy, sir, this is not a tune, it's not good, we should not play, we have to play a protest, please don't play. Then, I liked the way they told it, I liked the spirit of it. But somehow Mr. K.V. Reddy was so fixed with that. No, it's good, you don't worry, I am taking the responsibility. It's a good, who knows which is P.I. Milgana, tune is the important thing. It is not whether it's going to be Hindi or a Telugu or a Tamil, it is not like that. There is a tune, there is a situation, it looks good, that's all. And he insisted on that, there is nothing else. They voiced their protest. Mr. K.V. Reddy, director, did not agree, and they played, and in the picture it is there. But I still feel they are right. And more whether they are right or wrong, the spirit which they like something or they don't like that thing, they are involved in the re-recording, in the music, in the recording and all that. How much they are involved, that's what happened. That is not there. When somebody individually happens, that sort of an involvement, that sort of a ownership is not there. That was missing. That's one thing. And another aspect was Mr. Dhulipala was acted as Gaya. He is a place. There are about 10 or 12 scenes for him. He already was popular in that role in a theatre artist. He was almost new, I think. I don't know whether that itself is first picture. He came straight from theatre or it is second picture. I am thinking that it is first picture. Now, everybody was saying Mr. Gummadi, a very famous artist, should act Gaya because he is Gayopakyam. The K.V. Reddy has got a good answer for that. His decision is casting doesn't depend on the number of scenes you get. It is not the number of scenes you get. It is the type of character you have. It may be only 2 scenes, but if the character should be Gaya. Now, what is Gaya's character? He is just weeping. He is being chased by Krishna's Vishnu Chakra, Sudarsana Chakra. So he goes from one place to another place, he weeps, goes to Shiva, goes to Brahma, goes to wife, he weeps, and finally he goes there, he doesn't know, weeping, till the end he is afraid. What is the role Mr. Gummadi can play in that? A new person like Dhulipala is okay. Whereas there are only 2 scenes as Dharmaraja. He is the brother of Arjuna, who is played by Nageshwar Rao. So, a Dharmaraja who has to stand against Krishna on behalf of his younger brother, he should play that. It's only 2 scenes, but that gave dignity. And the man who played, again only 2 scenes, who is a sort of an ambassador between Lord Krishna and the Pandavas, it was played by no other than the great Chittur Nagaya, Mr. Great Nagaya, who acted in Potana and Vyamana. He acted as Akrura, so that being an elderly actor, it is convincing that he is advising these stalwarts like Mr. Nageshwar Rao, Rama Rao, Gummadi and all the people. So that of a stature, when you make films with stars, that stature and all that, that plays a great part in convincing those roles. So that is how Dhulipala was fixed. And finally, Sri Krishna Arjuna, again a very single title for me, Singeetam Srinivasa Rao is there. We went to the theatres, it was released, it was a very big success, extremely big success, tremendous. Now, there is an interesting song for Mr. Allu Ramalingaya and Surabhi Balasaraswati called Anchal Anchalu Leni Mocham. That is, this girl is trying to seduce the Muni, a Swamiji's Sishya, and first she refuses, but finally she falls flat. That is the entire situation there. Now, the concept of this song came in a very interesting way. His previous picture in Pellinati Pramana, that was my first picture, there was a scene between Mr. A. Nageshwar Rao and Rajasulochana, where Rajasulochana is trying to seduce the hero, but he doesn't fall in various ways. Mr. Nageshwar Rao says, "You must concentrate." "Sir, I cannot concentrate," she says. No, you put your mind on your near eyes and close your eyes." Then she says, "Sir, my mind, my concentration is not here, but it is falling on you, sir. What can I do?" Like that, it was a dialogue scene going on. The entire scene was written. For some reason, you used to take footage and all that. Supposing the total picture footage in calculation overshoots, then we don't take that at all. We shoot only exactly what was recorded, and that is shot. That will be in the script. We make the entire script and we time it. Once supposing we time it, we want about 12,000 feet of it. Suppose you go to 14,000 feet. We don't shoot 14,000 feet and cut 12,000. We cut 12,000 script itself and shoot only 12,000. That was the way. So that scene was cut. Now, here was a situation when the maid of Subhadra is trying to seduce the Sishya of Arjuna. It's a comedy sequence, a parallel track. For that we wanted a concept, and suddenly we thought of this scene which was not taken for Pellinati Pramanalu. So suddenly we thought, why can't we make this as a song? And Mr. Pingal Nagendra wrote Anchal Anchalu Leni Mochamu Sala Kashtame Bhamini. It's a very popular song. He has written that. And the same was written, it was sung by Mr. B. Gopal. It's a very nicely done song. And Swarnalatha, I think. Now, this song was almost recorded at the end of the production, and we have to give the gramophone records tracks very early to Calcutta where the gramophone records are printed there to Calcutta. So all the songs were sent, and we never thought a big deal about this comedy song. So we just left it. It's a small comedy song. We are saying it's not a song. All other songs we sent. Now the picture was released. It became a very big hit. But this song on the opening day became the biggest hit. All the other songs were good and pleasant and all that. But a hit, immediately they caught up. Everybody started singing, we want to do this, we want to do this. And suddenly became a rage. And then they went and purchased the gramophone records. The gramophone record, the song was not there. So emergency, immediately somebody went to Calcutta, gave this song, made another play, and got this along with that, and within a week or 10 days somehow we got this song also included. That was what we did not know at that time. That was an interesting incision. Though Sri Krishna Arjuna Yuddham was over.